Hello. Well, today I'm going to be changing some angle beads on this corner here. You can see it's all gone rusty. It is a problem with older houses. Even though this angle bead, it's galvanised steel, it does rust over time. You get condensation because you get cold spots, or just sort of general damp in the wall. And then once it starts to rust, it pushes the plaster off, and it bleeds through your decorations. So because this is an old house and an old wall, I'm going to change this for this UPVC beading. It's very durable. Once it's in the wall, it's very hard, and it will make a nice clean edge for plastering. So the first job is going to be to cut this old out completely, and I need to allow enough width for this base piece to go in there. Modern houses using plasterboard don't have beading this big. They use like a skim bead, which is very thin, just goes on the corner. Generally not much of a problem, but you can get them in UPVC as well. It's just a little bit more flexible because it's thinner, whereas this is very robust. So for this job, I'm going to be installing this. So first job, as I said, cut this out, make a nice channel, then we'll install it. So I'm just cutting down the outer edge. I don't want to have to replaster the whole flipping wall. I'm actually cutting through because this bead is all rusty. The plaster's flaking off. So this is just coming away now. You can see it's just rusted completely. This wall's been repaired previously. They put a hard render there, but there's still enough depth to get this in once that's all cleared away there. So I'm not going to go into that level unless I need to. Just getting this plaster layer off. So I've chopped out roughly what I think. I've got this offcut, it's a bit short. I just need to put that in and make sure that the corners reach at the top. And also need to see whether, once we've filled this in, it's going to be reasonable to skim over the top. So we don't want it sticking out too much, and we don't want it inside either. So I think with a bit of adjustment, that certainly looks about right. You can put a level on there as well to make sure it's plumb. To be honest, because this is an old house, I'm just going to follow what's already here. So that looks good. So next thing I need to do is to cut this to size. So it needs to be from the very corner where it meets the horizontal there. So 1640 is that. And using a fine tooth saw, this is a junior hacksaw, just cut gently through. So, having cut that to size, just check that it fits. Yeah, that's pretty good. So next we need to make up some base layer, which can be base coat plaster, or if there's a lot to do, maybe render up inside. As long as this is securely in, and once that's firmly in, all this flexibility is going to go. So I've got some sort of renovating plaster here. So we're going to make a start on installing this. Because this brickwork's very dry, I'm just going to give it a spray with water. Stops it sucking all the moisture straight out of this mix, and gives us a bit of bit more stickability. Just allays any dust as well. So I'll keep that handy just in case it starts to dry out more. So basically I'm going to fill in some of these really deep areas, put a sort of base layer, and then we can settle the beading into that and then fill up later around it. Put it on in layers if it's too deep. Okay, so we've got a basic amount on there. Just going to offer this up now. Just lightly press it in to where I want it to be. It all starts off a bit flexible, but once you've got a reasonable amount in there, it'll start to hold it down. Yeah, so we'll plaster it in all the way up, and that should be good to go. That's it, bedded into the wall. Now that it's in there, it's nice and solid. As I said, I have to cut the millimetres proud for the final plaster. I'm just going to clean off this edge so that it hasn't got any bits that are proud. Once that's all set, be ready for its final coat. Thank you for watching, and remember, you can do it too. Please like and subscribe for more interesting things. Thank you.